Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we made it from the Union Cave to Azalea Town. And actually, last time I did do the Q&A where I leveled all my Pokemon up to level 16. So if you missed that, you can go back and watch me answering some questions. It's pretty missable, but it was just done so you guys can see that I do actually train up the Pokemon. And like, if they faint, I would have released it. But luckily for me, nothing bad happened except for one thing that I totally forgot. And that was that I was planning on catching a Heracross, or at least attempting to catch a Heracross back here on Route 34, I think it's called. I need to check that out. Route 33. And I actually went into the tall grass, and like the first Pokemon I fought was like a Spearow or something. So that means I couldn't catch a Heracross. I can't catch a Heracross on this route anymore by headbutting these trees, and that sort of sucks. So, also in the last episode, the Togepi egg hatched inside the Slowpoke well, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because I'd already run into like a Zubat or something that I made faint, so I wouldn't have been able to use the Togepi, which is actually good. I'm actually glad that it hatched in there and on a route where I couldn't catch a Pokemon, because otherwise I would have had, like, I don't really want to use the Togepi, but it won't count as a capture on a future route, so I don't have to worry about that hatching at a random time. It's already been hatched inside the Slowpoke well, and it's unusable. It wasn't going to be used anyway, unless it was like the first Pokemon I found on the route. So there we go, that's pretty much all that happened in the Q&A wrapped up. And yeah, what we're going to do is hang on the gym, so let's just head down to the gym. And I believe we're going to be using Hooter and Balboa a lot in this gym. Sorry if I sound a little bit different, by the way. My nose is sort of like stuffy and blocked up, so yeah, I apologize for that. Hopefully I don't get into like a sneezing fit while I'm in the gym or stuff, or at all in the episode, because that would be terrible. But yeah, we're going to switch Hooter and Balboa, just these places. It doesn't even matter. There's no double battles in this game. There's no double battles at all in this game, so yeah, I don't have to like worry about double battles. Anyway, we're going to take on these two. Despite the fact that there's two trainers, it's actually a one-on-one battle. So we're going to take on these two, and twins Amy and May are going to send out Spinarak and I believe Voletiba. So in the last episode, while I was training up Balboa, I learned the move Rock Throw, which is actually going to be very helpful in this gym, because you know it's pretty much super effective on all these Pokemon because they're all bug types. And some of them happen to be bug and flying, which makes it quad effective, and it's going to like destroy a lot of things. So there we go, as you saw, I took out that Spinarak. Next Pokemon is going to be a Voletiba, which is a bug and flying type, and I will be able to take that thing out with a Rock Throw if it hits, and Supersonic Mist, which is good, and Rock Throw hits. So there we go, we get to take out that Voletiba. I'm a little bit over leveled, but I kind of need to be, because I had a feeling that if I went into the gym with my Pokemon on like level 12 and 13, then I would get absolutely crushed, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, that's why I trained all my Pokemon up, and I think it's probably the best decision for me. Well, it was probably the best decision I could have made, because otherwise I would have got smashed and lost a few Pokemon, which I don't want to happen. I'm sure you guys, like, I know people say they don't want me to fail too much, but I'm going to try and keep the failures at a minimum if possible. So in comes this Caterpie again. I can just like Rock Throw this thing. I don't even have to waste my Rock Throws. I can just use like Tackle or whatever. So we'll go and do that. We'll like tackle this thing, and this thing won't, well, this Caterpie won't be able to do much to me, because like none of the Pokemon in here can do too much. I am a Rock type. That didn't do much, so I'm gonna just go for Rock Throws instead. I don't really care about wasting Rock Throws now. I have plenty. I'll one-shot every Pokemon in here with Rock Throws. So yeah, I think I'll probably switch Hooter to the front for the next battle and actually like preserve my Rock Throws, even though I just said I don't care about using it. But I think just for the sake of preserving them and making sure I don't waste them, I'll probably switch Hooter to the front after this battle. So next Pokemon is going to be a Weedle. So yeah, it's the basic bug stuff: Caterpie, Weedle. I think we see a guy with a Beedrill in the future, so I'll probably switch in Rocky, or not Rocky. That's the reason I called it Balboa, because everyone calls their Geodude Rocky. We'll switch in Balboa against that thing and take it out. So there we go, down goes that Weedle. Get a chunk of experience for beating Weedle and Caterpies, which is awesome. 133 is not too bad at all. Gets you up a decent chunk of the experience bar at least. And now we're going to switch Hooter to the front because I want to level up that Hoothoot a little bit. It's only 4 levels away from evolution, which is awesome. Have a big powerful knockdown, should nothing bad happen, of course. And yeah, we're going to take on this guy. There's another trainer to the left that I'm heading over to face after. I kind of thought I would get to, I thought like this trainer here was a little bit lower down, but turns out we have to take him on first. And Bugcatcher Benny has a Weedle, a Kakuna, and a Beedrill. So basically it's going to be 2 for Hooter, 1 for Balboa, and we should be good. So let's go for a Peck. It's super effective, and it should take it out in 1 hit. I think we are a high enough level. There we go. This thing's only a level 7, so it's not a challenge, I guess. Next Pokemon is going to be a Beedrill, so he's going straight out to his big threat, which, if you can even consider it a threat, wouldn't really call it a threat, it's his strongest Pokemon. So Beedrill's on level 12, and we do have Balboa to to throw some rocks at this thing. So Fury Attack misses, which is pretty shameful. Well, not shameful, pretty bad for that guy. Pretty embarrassing to miss Fury Attack and then get crushed by a whole bunch of rocks. So there we go, we defeated that Beedrill and get Balboa up a decent amount of experience. I only just realized Balboa is a girl. Oh well, it's not like Balboa is a it's not like it has a it's a surname, so it's not like it has a definitive like gender to it. So there we go. Balboa is fine for the female. It can be Adrian Balboa if people are like watch Rocky. If they watch the Rocky movies, you know that Adrian is Rocky's wife, and every time Rocky fights, it always ends with, "Hey, Adrian!" I don't know why I just did the Rocky voice. It was a poor attempt at the Rocky voice too, but yeah, he always shouts like, "Hey, Adrian!" at the end of every fight, or "Adrian, I did it!" But this has nothing to do with Pokemon, so yeah, let's just keep going here with the gym, and we're gonna take on this guy, who's actually the last like minor trainer to take on. Then we're taking on the gym leader so soon. But yeah, here we have Bugcatcher Josh, who has a Paris. And this is not going to end well for Mr. Paris, because we have Hooter, and Peck is going to be quite effective on this thing. So yeah, we'll just take that out with one Peck, definitely. And Paris is considered a pretty pathetic Pokemon. I've never used one before. I could end up catching one in the forest, in the Ilex forest. So yeah, we could potentially see a Paris being used. If I do catch one, I will use it, just for the fact that I've never used them before, and people like to say how weak Paris is. I'm going to prove you wrong should I catch a Paris in the Ilex Forest. Anyway, here's Bugsy, and to many people, including myself, at the start of this game, or when we first played this game, this was a girl gym leader, but it's actually a boy. So, I'm Bugsy. I never lose when it comes to bug Pokemon. My research is going to make me the authority on bug Pokemon. Let me demonstrate what I've learned from my studies. Alright, so here we have the second gym leader. It is Bugsy, the user of bug-type Pokemon, if you didn't guess by the name. So, Bugsy here is going to lead off with his Metapod. That is on level 14. So yeah, it's pretty decently high leveled. Should be Butterfree, but whatever. We're going to go for a Peck on this thing, and it should do at least half, I think. Alright, that's not half, but it's decent. So, String Shot will reduce our speed. I have absolutely no problem with that. And this is going to be a 3-hit KO, so long as he doesn't use Harden. And he just goes for a Tackle, so that's fine. Wouldn't even matter if he used Harden. If he healed up, then it would matter, but Harden wouldn't really change the death of his Metapod. So there we go. Metapod is defeated, and his next Pokemon is going to be a Scyther, his main Pokemon. So what we're going to do is go to Balboa, and this is the main reason I trained up Balboa, to deal with this Scyther, because if this Scyther gets a chain of a move, it's called Fury Cutter, and I don't know what chain of a move is. If he gets a sequence going with the move Fury Cutter, you could be in a lot of trouble, because Fury Cutter does more damage every turn, and it would do a lot of damage to Pokemon, but Rock Throw should kill this thing straight off the bat. It is quite effective, and there we go, there's Scyther taken care of, and we also get up to level 18, which is nice, that's always great, and yeah, there's the main threat of his team taken care of. His last Pokemon is a Kakuna, so we're just going to go out into Hooter to finish this thing off and get some more experience, hopefully get to level 17, if we're close enough to level 17, I think we are, we're rather close. So, Kakuna comes in, level 14, and we're just going to peck this thing a couple of times, and we should be good. So, that is the gym wrapped up. There's nothing this gym can really do to me anymore. It's one Scyther's taken out. I was just really nervous about the Scyther with the Fury Cutter, because, yeah, I could have, if I didn't have my Geodude or stuff like that, even my Hoodoo would have taken decent damage from Fury Cutter once it started to build up, so that would have been terrible. But luckily, we overcame the gym, get to level 17 with our Hoodoo, as well as level 18 with Balboa the Geodude, and Leader Bugsy was defeated. So, a very, very good gym. Whoa, amazing, you're an expert on Pokemon. Well, I mean, you know, you're flattering me here. My research isn't complete yet. Okay, you win, take this badge. So, I believe we get the Hive badge for defeating Bugsy. And yes, we do. So, Stu received the Hive badge, and we're also going to get the TM for Fury Cutter. So, if you have a Pokemon up to level 30 will obey us, even traded Pokemon, and Pokemon that don't cut will be able to use it outside of battle too. And we also get TM49, which, as stated earlier, contains a Fury Cutter. So, there we go, Fury Cutter is a decent move. I'm not going to teach it anything, I don't think anything can learn it, but Yeah, if you have a good bug Pokemon that can learn Fury Cutter, then I would recommend it. It does take a while for it to get powerful, but if you have like a Pokemon that's can't do much damage to a bug type and is somehow weak to bug type attacks, then Fury Cutter is probably the attack for you. Anyway, what we're going to do before we leave is just heal up, and then we're going to head into Kurt, because I did give him the white apricorn that's just outside his house, and I can get like a fastball off him for that, so that's not bad. I can also give him another white apricorn that's behind his house because they grow back. So let me just go and grab it back here. I'm walking into the ledge. Alright, so we're going to grab this white apricorn, and we'll give it to Kurt again. You can give Kurt as many of the same color apricorns as you want, and he'll make them into the type of ball they turn into, which is awesome. Anyway, talking to Kurt, he's going to just give us this fastball. We're going to give him another one, or another white apricorn, so that he can make us another fastball. If only I had more apricorns, but we are only at like the start, so well, we have 2 badges, but we haven't been to a place where lots of apricorns have like spawned and whatever. So there we go, that is Kurt. He's going to give us another fastball once he's done with that. And I believe we have a rival battle coming up who leads off with a Ghastly. So we are going to lead off with Chomp to take this thing on. Actually, when we lead with Casper, it could be risky leading with Casper. It could be risky. Yeah, I think we'll stay with Chomp. I think probably my best option. So here comes our rival Sims. Tell me something. Is it true that Team Rocket has returned? What? You beat them? Ha! Quit lying. You're not joking? Then let's see how good you are. Alright, so it's our second battle with Sims. Last time we saw him, he was on top of the Sprout Tower being a jerk to the Elder. And he is going to lead off with a Ghastly, as stated. It's on level 14, I believe. And it's on level 12, actually, so I'm overestimating him here. But this Ghastly can be annoying. It's very fast. It'll use Hypnosis a lot. And it can just kind of screw you over, I guess, in a sense, if it keeps using Hypnosis and Spite. Spite will lower your PP by a lot of... It can, well, it's usually between 2 and 5. And wow, he gets the paralysis on the first lick. Are you kidding me? That sort of sucks. But we're already slower than him anyway. Ghastly's a very fast Pokemon. And it's actually a very good Pokemon too. Just, in this generation, it's kind of overlooked because it can, it can't, it, like, the physical attacks. Ghost types are physical attacks. And it doesn't have the best physical attack stat. But I'm happy to have a Ghastly. Ghastly's a really cool Pokemon. And Gengar is also very sweet. So there we go, take out that Ghastly. Luckily for me, he actually did get the paralysis because he couldn't use Hypnosis to put me to sleep. And that gave me, like, the advantage. So Bayleaf is coming out next. We are going to go to Hooter, I think, to take this thing on. Actually, I could have went to my own Ghastly if I wanted to be, like, stally about it, because my attacks won't do much to it. But we're going to go for Peck, as he goes for Growl to reduce our attack stat. That sort of sucks. That would definitely suck if I was using Ghastly, so I'm glad I don't have Ghastly sent out here. That is not doing too much damage, but we should be able to take it out eventually. We'll see how much this thing's Razor Leaf does. It's not very effective, but I still think it'll do a lot. And actually, okay, never mind, that didn't do much at all. So yeah, we should be good to take this thing out with a few pecks. And I may even have to switch it up into Swift eventually. And I'm really worried about his Razor Leaf attack because it does have a high critical hit ratio. And those critical hits can, like, really damage my Hoot Hoot. So this one is going to it did get a critical hit. Okay, that didn't do too much, I guess. So yeah, I'm not really too worried. Peck should finish this thing off after one more. It's using Growl again, so it may live to see another day after I use this Peck. And I believe his last Pokemon is a Zubat, so I can just go out to... I think I can go to Balboa for that and just go for a few Rock Throws, or even one Rock Throw. So yeah, Zubat's his last Pokemon. We're going to go to Balboa. It's pretty much been all Balboa and Hooter in this episode so far, but we still have to go through the Onyx Forest. So we still have some other Pokemon to use. Anyway, Balboa will take on this thing with a Rock Throw. And we should be good. Supersonic, that sucks. Please, Balboa, come on. You took the gym. You're going to take out the Zubat, and you're going to be, like, the strongest Pokemon. Come on. You got this. Yes? Alright, fine. You missed, but you didn't hurt yourself in confusion. That's a plus. We got some pluses here. So, come on. Alright, you flinched. Alright, never mind. That's cool. Just don't let that happen again, please. Come on. No way. Don't get another flinch. I swear. That's not fair. Alright, come on. Come on, Balboa. You got this. You got this. Oh, alright. I need to heal up because I'm too worried that something bad will happen. So let me just use a Super Potion and heal myself up to full HP. I don't want anything bad to happen. I don't want to lose my Geodude because I could definitely need it for the next gym, which I know is going to be torture, like, right away. It's like the most hated gym for Nuzlocke challenges. Come on, Balboa, you got this. Come on, Rocky. Come on, you bum. You got this. Alright, so there we go. That should take it out, and it does. So there we go, and me making loads of, like, Rocky references for whatever reason. I think it's because I like the movie Rocky 3 a whole lot, but it was on recently, and I really like watching Rocky 3. It's my favorite. I hate the weak. Pokemon, trainers, it doesn't matter who or what. I'm going to be strong and wipe out the weak. That goes for Team Rocket too. They act big and tough in a group, but get them alone, and they're weak. I hate them all. You stay out of my way. A weakling like you is only a distraction. Alright, so that guy's still being a jerk. And what we're going to do is head into the Pokemon Center, heal up. I think I may buy some repels in the Pokemart and just get a few of those ready for whenever I go through Ilex Forest. Once I catch my first Pokemon, I'll pretty much be done with that. So, well, I pretty much like need repels for the rest of it because I don't want to run into any more wild Pokemon once I found at least one. So, let's head to the Mart and get some repels. And, yeah, we should be able to make it to Goldenrod City by the end of this episode, I hope. Gonna get some repels. I'll get about 8 of those, I guess. Save myself some money just in case I need it to stock up on items for the next gym. I will. Just in case, I know I will, because it's such an annoying gym that it's, like, pretty threatening. So, yeah, there we go. All stocked up, ready to leave. And let's head out of Azalea Town and make our way towards Goldenrod City and into the Ilex Forest. So you can find a lot of bug types in the Ilex Forest. We'll talk to this guy first, who says, "Oh man, my boss is gonna be steaming. That Farfetch that cuts trees for charcoal took off on me. I can't go looking for it in there in the Ilex Forest. Blah 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 blah. We're gonna find that Farfetch for him." So yeah, let's just do that. What you have to do is actually get behind the Farfetch'd and make it run towards its trainer. So what we're gonna do is go in along the back door. First, I'm going to grab all the items that are out first, and this is a totally needless item in a Nuzlocke challenge. It's a revive. Otherwise, I would tell you how great of an item it is, but if you're doing a Nuzlocke, it's totally worthless. So, I can sell that for some cash. And great, our first encounter in the Ilex Forest is a Caterpie. I don't even know how I'm going to weaken this thing. I think I'm going to have to go to Pineapple and just hit it with a Vine Whip or two. Maybe even, I don't even think one will take it out. So, yeah, we're not in a good position here for, well, Caterpie's not bad, I guess, but I am gonna get, like, smashed eventually. It's gonna get taken out eventually, and that's the perfect amount of HP I needed at, so we're gonna just, throw a Pokeball at this thing, and this is gonna be the newest member of our party, I guess. I think I'll use it, too. I don't really have any other, slots, so I'll have to train this thing up, but I will use it. And there we go. So, Caterpie was caught, and we have to give this thing a nickname, so I don't have a nickname planned out for this thing. What's a good name for a Caterpie? A male Caterpie, actually. I don't know. I'm just gonna call it Butter. I don't have a name, really, so, there we go. We have Butter, the Caterpie. And what I'm gonna do is actually, okay, it's Joey again! Yo, Joey, how's it going? And my Rattata's looking sharper than before. I doubt there's a Pokemon as cool as this guy in your party. Oh yeah, I saw a Wild Pidgey. I thought about going for it, but I decided to work on my one and only right to the extreme end. I love youngster Joey. I don't care if he rings me for all the time. If he rings me every second of the Let's Play, I would not care. Just want to hear about that top percentage Rattata all the time. So, I'm going to switch Butter to the front. And I'm actually going to, like, keep switching it around and stuff to level it up. Actually, I shouldn't do that here. I should probably wait till I get a trainer battle. So yeah, I'm going to, like, switch Chomp Back and Spray Repel. And that way I don't have to worry about any wild Pokemon. So, let's just do that instead. That sounds like a more logical idea to me, not Revive, because I don't need to use one, and I can't use one, because you know that defeats the purpose of the Nuzlocke challenge. So, there is no other item up here. I believe the Farfetch goes up there if you don't go about this the right way. So, let's just talk to the Farfetch to make it run down this way. And I believe we have to approach it from here. Does it? Yeah, okay. Just runs right back to the trainer. So, just make sure you approach this thing from behind. Even if it's looking at you, it'll, like, run towards the charcoal guy. So, there we go. He's back home, and we'll talk to this guy here. Ah, my Farfetch'd. You found it for us, kid. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. So we get HMO 1, which contains cut, and because we've defeated Bugsy, we're able to use cut outside of battle. That's the Cut HM. Teach that to a Pokemon to clear small trees. Of course, you have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it, and we do. So what I'm going to do is actually head back to Azalea. I know this is like a waste of one of the repels I bought. I'm actually just realizing that now. But what we can do is actually heal up. That's one thing we can do. But we can heal up. And we can actually go to the Cutter's house down here. Or the Charcoal guy's house. And if we talk to this fellow, he'll actually give us a Charcoal, which is actually good for a fire type Pokemon. It's like the Miracle Seed for grass types. It's like the Miracle Seed for fire types. I mean, it powers up fire type moves and stuff. So Charcoal is a pretty good item you may want to pick up. I'm not actually going to heal up, seeing as I have a Chomp at the front, and there's nothing that can really threaten me once I use a Repel. So yeah, I'll just spray Repel and get moving. So Repel there. And I just realized we're like 20 minutes into the video, I need to teach a Pokemon Cut while I'm at it. So I think I'm going to have to teach my Bellsprout Cut. I think it's the only thing that can actually learn it. Or maybe Chomp can, but I have to teach Chomp Surf eventually. So yeah, we're going to have to teach Pineapple Cut. I don't like teaching TMs, but I'm going to have to in this case because I don't really have any other Pokemon that can learn it, even in my PC. I don't think Rattata can learn Cut. So there we go, we taught Pineapple Cut. It's the only thing I could do again. I had to do that, so I would have liked to have avoided it and like caught an Oddish near. Did I spray Repel, by the way? I don't think I did. I probably did. No, I'm just like very forgetful. I did spray Repel. Alright, my bad. Yeah, I wanted to teach. If I caught an Oddish in here or even Paris, I would have taught them Cut, but I got a Caterpie, which, you know, is not great. Anyway, this little shrine here, I'll come back to this eventually. This is actually for like the Celebi event, which I'll be doing once I finish the entire series and I have nothing else to do. And I'll like go catch legendary Pokemon and stuff like that. So we're going to grab this item here. It's an X attack, boost our attack stat in battle, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, that's good. X attack, good. Never really use it, but it's good, you know. Give it a shot. So we're going to go talk to that guy in a second. First we're going to grab this antidote, which will cure us of poison. And you know, that's always nice to have something to get rid of poisoning. And there's another item up there. But first we're going to come around to this guy who is going to give us a Teemo 2, which contains Headbutt in this generation. I believe it's Dragon Claw in every generation after this one. In Generation 3 onwards, it's Dragon Claw. But in this game, it is actually Headbutt. So this guy will give us a Headbutt. And I'm going to teach that to my, I think I'm going to teach it to my Totodile, just to give it a better move than Scratch. I also plan on teaching my Totodile, I think I can get Ice Punch in, Celadon City. Or not Celadon either, it's Goldenrod, sorry. In Goldenrod City, I got confused by the big, huge department store. I think I can get Ice Punch up there. So I'll definitely be teaching that to my Totodile, which will hopefully be a Crocodile soon. Gonna get rid of Leer. Probably should have got rid of Rage when I think about it, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna get rid of Scratch for Ice Punch, or I might even get rid of Rage for Ice Punch, because Ice Punch is a better move, or is it Ice Beam? I can't remember which one you get, but I know you get one of them. It's kind of bad that Ice Fang didn't exist in this generation, because that is what Crocodile learns by leveling up. Anyway, there's an Ether, which we can use to restore PP, and now there's a trainer battle, so I can switch my Caterpie to the front, and yeah, do that. So let's just switch Butter to the front. I need to change that name once I get to Goldenrod City, because the name right is there. But yeah, we'll stick with Butter, I guess, for the time being. I think I may actually like wrap it up after I get out of the Ilex Forest. I can do like the next route in the next episode, and that can then cover like Goldenrod City. It makes sense to me to do it that way, and I can like do some other stuff in the next episode. Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. So we'll end it once I get out of here. So anyway, this guy's a Ledyba. We're gonna go to Chomp to take this thing on, because I want to level up Chomp a little bit more. And yeah, he is a wild, well, not wild, he has a Ledyba. It's on level 8, it's not a threat at all. It does have Supersonic, but again, we're going to test out our new move, Headbutt, which is going to do a lot. It's actually going to KO that thing, so awesome. Get Butter some experience. And his next Pokemon is going to be a Paris. So we're going to go to our Butter again, and then switch out into something else, and see how everything goes. So Paris is on level 10. We're going to go to Hooter, I think, just because I can one-shot it with Peck. This thing will probably use like Stun Spore or something, because they like pack these spores and stuff, and that sort of sucks. So in comes Hooter. This thing is on level 10, or this Paris, I think it's on level 10 already, but whatever. Scratch didn't do much, and Peck is going to finish it off from full HP. So 2 one-hit KOs, which is awesome. And there we go. So that is the only trainer in the Ilex Forest, I believe, that we can battle. And yeah, that's pretty much the Ilex Forest in a nutshell. One trainer battle and some bug Pokemon, and I believe you can get Psyduck in here too, which is pretty cool. So I'll actually show that you can headbutt these trees and a Pokemon can fall out. And, we actually got a wild battle. Wow, okay. So, what did we find in here? We actually found a Pineco, which is a pretty cool Pokemon. Again, this is just to show that Pokemon come out from the, trees and stuff. I'm going to switch into Chomp, I think. Just I want to get Butter up a little bit more experience. It'll evolve on level 7 into Metapod, so the more experience I get it, the better. And there's not really much that Pineco can do anyway. It's not a good attacker. It's very good defensively, but physical attacking wise, it's not so great. So yeah, we should be able to take it out with a Water Gun or 2. It does have good defenses, and we got a critical hit. And that's how much critical hit did. That shows how pretty decent defensively Pineco is. Another Water Gun will take this thing out, and then we will be pretty much done with the episode. So another critical hit. Wow, 2 crits in a row. Way to go, Chomp. And yeah, that was just like a little boost for Butter to get up towards level 7, I guess. So if we talk to this woman over here, Repel War Off, that's cool. We talked to her here. She's gonna give us a TM for Sweet Scent, which is not like a great move by any means. It does lower evasion, which means you'll be able to hit your opponent, but that's pretty good, I guess. There we go. We are pretty much ready to move on. So, in the next episode of Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, we're going to be heading up this route and probably exploring Goldenrod City as well. So, with all that said and done, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys for more shortly enough. So, catch you then.